Hello fabulous students! Today we are going to go through how to put together the Evidence and Investigation Lapbook. Okay, so a few things you're going to need to be able to make this lapbook. You're going to need a glue stick, a stapler, a pair of scissors, and a pen. So these are the items that you'll need to make sure you've got on hand as you're working through this one. And first off, let's just go through how to actually fold your lapbook. Okay, so you're going to make sure you've got your name panel on this side or the larger end. So if you fold it, you've got a short end and a tall end. Make sure you've got the tall end in the bottom right-hand corner here. And you're going to take this edge here and fold it into the middle line. So not this edge here, the top of that larger sized folder, or whatever it's called, tab, I guess. Okay, fold that down really good, and then you're gonna line up this with this side. So you're just gonna put those together so they make a nice puzzle kind of thing. And then fold that down. Okay, next step is putting on your title. So you need your pen, pencil works too, scissors, and your title page. Okay, now we could put it on there and just cut down the middle, but we've got this fun little middle part. So we're going to open it up and put this down on the inside, and you're going to line it up as best you can with that center part. Okay, fold over one side and then draw a line. You can use a pencil if you want. I find, especially if you have the color ones, I find a pen works better because you can see it a little bit better in the colored parts of the title. Okay, then you cut it. Okay, so now that it's cut out, you're gonna take your glue, and I'm using the purple stuff so you can see what I'm doing. Just fold over one side and pick one, whichever side you wanna do, but we're just gonna glue along this one edge. Don't glue the whole thing all at once because it makes it really hard to try and tack it down when it's all gluey. So just the one side, and then you're gonna glue it along that edge as close to perfectly to it as you can. And then glue the rest. And then do the same thing on the other side. Open it up and we'll get into the inside foldables. Okay, so first one we're gonna do is your chromatography. So this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different papers that you've cut out. You're gonna line them up along the top. So just tap them on the table like that. Take your stapler and 2 staples in the top. 1, 2, and then just glue the back page. And then you have access to all the different forms of chromatography, and you can put in the information about that. Your teacher will show you what to do with that. Okay, next one is your animal tracks and your tire tracks. So these ones are the same kind of foldable. They each have a title and then pages. So the only thing you want to make sure is that you've got the pages in order so that you can go like this. Okay, then you tap along the side, 2 staples, and glue it down. Now, when you're gluing this, make sure you don't glue these tabs because then you'll glue the whole book down to the lap book. Just glue this bottom tab here, okay? And then the whole back. So you don't actually glue the whole thing down and you can't open your pages later. Okay, that goes down here. And then the same thing with tire tracks. Next one we're going to do is our speed, height, weight. This has to do with your footprints. Okay, so you've cut out the back circle. That one you can just glue down onto the paper. Make sure it's nice and straight. So make sure that horizontal line is as straight across and that perpendicular line is as straight up as you can get it. Then you're gonna take scissors and you're gonna cut into that middle circle on all of these so you can lift them up and see the information behind, okay? So don't cut all the way across. You're just cutting to that footprint circle. Okay, so now you're just gonna put glue on that middle circle part and you're gonna stick it down. Hold up one side so you can see where those lines are and make sure that you're as close to those as you can. You can kind of wiggle it a little bit after you get it on there. Make sure you got your lines showing. Okay, glue it down and then you can write in the information underneath each one. So this is about footprints. So how do you determine the speed someone was going? How do you get the footprint? How does it tell you how heavy they were or how tall they were, okay? So that's that one. Next, we're gonna do your aspects of investigation folder. Okay, so this one has this foldable and then 4 cards that are gonna go inside of it. We can put the cards off to the side for now, and I'll show you how to fold this. Now, it's not as scary as it looks, don't worry. You're gonna fold the bottom part up along that dotted line. You can use a ruler if you want to make it nice and straight. And fold the top down. And then you're going to use your scissors. Make sure you move your lap book for this. Use your scissors and you're going to use the edge of this. So if you cut and you hold it straight like this, it's going to rip your paper. So you kind of have to hold it on an angle. So you get right on the edge of that blade. And just very, very gently. You don't have to push very hard. It shouldn't mark your desk or anything, because it's very thin paper. You can just cut that hole open. So then you have a tab that you can put that inside when you're done, okay? Now for the sides, you're going to fold them in and then out along that one line. This is a good place to use a ruler because you can kind of stick it along the line and then just fold it up and then back again, okay? And then do the same thing on the other side. Okay, now you're just gonna glue on that one front side, okay? So don't glue the rest of the panels, just that one front panel. Okay, make sure you don't get glue all over the place or it's not gonna accordion open very easily. So you can kind of stick your fingers in there to make sure you don't get glue on that second sheet. Okay, and then all you gotta do is fold up the bottom, make sure it's stuck in, and glue it down. Okay, now you can take your 4 cards, they just pop inside there, like so, and then the little tab pops inside the line you made. Making this look harder than it is. Okay, there we go. Okay, now you're just gonna take the glue along the back, and stick it on the top. Just like that, nice and centered. Okay, good job. Next, we're going to do your handwriting analysis cards. Okay, so if you need more of these, you can use more of these. Just talk with your teacher about what she wants you to put onto those. She'll print off as many as she wants you to cut out, or he wants you to cut out. So cut them all out, put them together on here, and then just use your stapler. Staple them together, 2 staples. 1, 2, and that's gonna go there. Now I'm not gonna glue it down yet because we have a few things that need to fit in here. We wanna make sure we have room for everything, okay? So the next one we're gonna do is our soil sampling. Okay, so you've got 6 cards that are gonna fit inside this one. So cut those out and just put them in order of color. So color, inorganic, organic, color, or collecting, suspect samples, and comparison samples. Okay, so this is all about soil. So you can put these off to the side, you don't need them right now. And then take your foldable, and all you're gonna do is fold all these flaps back, okay? So along that dotted line, fold it back, fold the flaps back, and the top back. Okay, make sure you're just folding along those dotted lines, and it should go together pretty easily, okay? Glue, glue, and then you can stick the top. Same as your aspects of investigation one, this one just doesn't have the accordion style on the sides. Okay. glue that down. And you can pop your cards inside. Just like that. See all your tabs. And you've got nice. Okay, so that one's gonna go there. And then we're gonna look at this fancy one, okay? So this is all about different kinds of investigations and stuff, okay? So all you gotta do is fold each one of these pages back. Okay, fold them all back. And then you can put whichever one you want on the top. I think I have opportunity there. Just make sure you're not putting it on the side because then all the words are gonna be upside down. Okay, so opportunity, suspect, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Okay, glue. My glue is getting away from me. This one we can glue down. I think we got a pretty good idea of how much is gonna fit where. Just get it up there and along the top. And then we're gonna look at our fingerprints. Okay, so this one has a little title that's gonna go along the side like that. And hopefully it's all gonna fit. Looks like it's gonna be good. Okay, so fold them back, same as before. Okay, so this one, the way you fold it is you're just gonna cover up each of the different types of fingerprints. So this one goes over top of that one, this one goes over top of that one, and this one goes inside there. So it makes like a cardboard box style cover, okay? And you can see the different kinds when you open it up. And you can write inside what each information is, okay? So now that we've got it on there, we're just gonna glue them all down. Thing on the back, we're going to do this. So this is the different scenes that you've set up. Not sure how many your teacher will decide to do, but I put in 5 there so you can just go ahead and do what your teacher has asked you to do with this one. Maybe you'll even get to create your own. I have no idea what exciting thing they've got planned for you. So that glues onto the back, and that will be helpful for when you are investigating your own scene. There you go. Good job.